Alright, into the tie trouble and no! Into the drip please and oh! So hopefully he won't. And no! To make this. And no! He bounces. And no! 2, 1, 0. He's out of time. And yes! He is making it to the second stage. 2, 1, 0. He is out of time. Collecting time trouble for the second
Hello and welcome to the final tournament of Craft Warrior. I am your host, Jackistrash, as always, for the 10th time. Today, 10 contestants take on Craft Warrior's final course. Will anyone go all the way and secure a total victory, unlike last tournament where Galactic timed up on the water wall? The golden competitor is back this time though, and let's see if he will be able to get revenge. But, as always, we must start at the first stage.
The first stage starts off with the returning slide surfer. After that, it's a downhill pipe drop, which is brand new. And then a heavily modified thread the needle. After that, it is the significantly slowed down fishbone tie. Following that is the tire trouble, with just a modification to the bouncing pad. And then no changes have been made to the Great Wall and the air circle, but after that it's a flying chute where you can now no longer go on the fence, and then finishing off with the double lumberjack climb. Complete the course in 2 minutes 30 seconds and you move to the second stage. Well, first up is Raphael Games 122, who has taken a huge break from the Minecraft Ninja Warrior community to focus on like life and stuff, and his Minecraft hasn't been working, but it's a miracle we managed to get it. So, he is the first to take on the stage in this tournament. And he is off, and we are using this music in his spirit. Anyway, into the slide surfer, does that really nicely. Now he will be the first person ever to attempt the downhill pipe drop. He goes to the chain and makes it. Now the dismount. Through into the thread the needle. He did not get to see the first version of this obstacle, so it'll be interesting to see how he does on this one. Alright, the dismount. Oh, I thought he failed. Alright, the fishbone Kai. He's taking his time. Alright. This is going to eat up a lot of time what he's doing, but we do have a very flexible time limit. So he's going for the second to last one. On the last one. Now into the tire trouble. Oh, he stopped for some reason. The bounce pad has been a bit nerfed. Alright. Into the Great Wall. And the lights are actually working. Oh, he's having a little bit of trouble with this. He has not seen an obstacle like this before. Oh no! Just has to get up. Yes, he does. Into the air surfer now. This has proven tricky last tournament. Alright, the first transfer, he makes it. And the second transfer, and no! Comes up short on the second transfer. He is out. A good run though from the host of the former Comp Pixel Ninjas. But next up is Best Buds for Life, who also took a big break. But let's see how he does. Going at a pretty nice pace so far. Lands the rope on the downhill pipe drop. Alright. Makes thread the needle look easy, probably because it is. This is probably the easiest stage 1 in Craft Warrior history. Well, it's kind of like this because, you know, you saw the Tournament 9 results. Only one clear. But he's taking a lot of time through this obstacle. This is not a good thing. Alright, he's going ever so slowly. Come on, Raphael. Sorry, not Raphael, Best Bud. Alright, into the tire trouble. Making this seem quite easy, because it is. Alright, the bounce. Oh, gets sprint cut, but still lands it. But he needs to, like, hurry. And hurry now. With 52 seconds remaining, he's eaten up all of his time. He can't get a jump. This is not the time to struggle with the Great Wall. Come on. No. He needs to go. He needs to go now. Alright, he is up 37 seconds. This is still doable. Alright. The first transfer. Second transfer. Yes. And dismount, and he is through into the flying chute. Oh, really laggy. 17 seconds. He just has to, like, precisely do this. Come on, Raphael. Come on, the klaxon is sounding. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he's out of time. Best Buds is out. And it looks like he's gonna clear if he had a longer time limit. Oh, he's just out of time. While Odd Cooper 564 is up next. Last tournament he failed to thread the needle, I believe. This obstacle is severely modified this tournament. Let's see if he'll be able to get past that. Here we go. Will be our first stage 1 clear. And he is off into the slide surfer. No one has failed this so far, but in the tournaments that it's been in previously, there was at least one fail. Alright, thread the needle. This is the obstacle we failed last tournament. The dismount. And he is through, and he will be able to attempt the fishbone kai. Oh, he's going quite fast. He could be our first clear. Into the tire trouble. He has a lot of time remaining. A minute 35 to go. Misses the Great Wall. Alright, into the air surfer. He is making the first transfer. The second, yes. Alright, third, and the dismount. He is through into the flying chute. Come on, Cooper. He makes it. Transition dismount thing. Yeah, a minute and 4 remaining as he goes into the lumberjack climb. He does have time to do bad. Just don't fall. 52 seconds remaining. It looks quite promising for Cooper. Come on. And Odd Cooper 564 is gonna be our first clear. Number 3 and a clear. While Bowling Liner took on the course after him. on the thread the needle, he made that look really easy like everyone else. He had no trouble with the tire trouble, and when it came to the double lumberjack climb, he just aced it. And after him, Paul 2016 ran the course. He was really laggy through the obstacles, but by some miracle, with all of that lag, he managed to get to the top of the double lumberjack climb. And after him was Aiken Oregano 2018. He is a veteran with the slide surfer and this course, and although he had a little bit of trouble on the Fishbone Kai, he was still able to come through, even with an injury that the Fishbone Kai gave him, through the flying chute, and was able to go straight up to the top of the double lumberjack climb. Well, to begin our night runs on this course, we have Tricky Cyrus. Let's just hope he does well, because, you know, it's a night run, so he's got to do well. Alright, he's getting ready and he's off. Into the slide surfer and through. Alright, the downhill pipe drop. Alright, and it's through the downhill pipe drop into thread the needle, making that look really easy. The Fishbone Kai now. He's taking his time. He is taking a lot of time. Oh, nearly falls. But in the tire trouble and looking really good. Into the Great Wall. Making this air surfer look really easy. Alright, into the flying chute now. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's just lag. But he's not going to clear as fast as a Koopa if he does. But he's still going to have a pretty fast time. And it looks like Cyrus is going to go to the second stage. Congratulations, Cyrus. We already have 5 clears and 7 runs. Pretty impressive. Chia jumps up to the second stage and misses. While Breakoth is up next, and last tournament he was one of only 3 people to get to the 4 people to get to the tire trouble, but one of only 2 to fail it. Hopefully he'll do better this tournament as he enters the slide surfer. Alright, the downhill pipe drop now. making it look real easy. And to thread the needle. The 2 slimes, and through that into the fishbone kai. He is going at electric speeds. Breakoth is speeding through that and putting on a show into the tire trouble. No sign of slowing down. He is at like a record pace. Gets up the Great Wall in 1 and into the air surfer. Here's just one more transition. And the dismount, yes, into the flying chute with over a minute remaining. He is going so fast. He could do it with more than a minute left, but I don't think he will. But it's gonna be a real fast time. And Breakoth, come on. He is moving into the second stage. He got revenge on the first stage. While Wild Sasuke 67, Jakari the NPC Ninja, Jakari the Ninja Warrior 2023, Game Show MC 67, Jakari the Sasuke Man is up next. Let me see if I can do it right this time. He has a lot of names, but can he make a name for himself this tournament? Oh, last time I didn't do it correct, but I did it this time. Anyway, into the slide surfer. Through and making his way up to the downhill pipe drop. Come on, Jakari. Well, actually, don't do that. I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, jumps into thread the needle, first 2 slime, onto the block and making his way into the fishbone kai. Alright. He's having a boxing fight with these. Yeah, in tournament 4 and 5 of Craft Warrior, I believe it was, on the fishbone, the fishbone was so relentless. He is having a lot of trouble with it. But for the most part, he's gonna get through. Just the dismount, and he's through into the tire trouble. Arguably one of the easiest obstacles on this stage. Now lining up the transition, and he's through. Into the Great Wall now. It's a pretty great wall. Alright, he is up. Now the air surfer. He was a bit worried about this obstacle. Last tournament he didn't get to try it, but he is through into the flying chute. Alright, lands on. Now just dismount. Through that into the double lumberjack climb. Alright, the transition. 12 seconds left. And he's gonna go to the second stage. 7 clears so far. Our final runner, our golden competitor, is Hi, I'm Galactic. Let's see how he does. Last tournament, he timed up on the water walls. He's hoping to get back there again and get revenge on it. Let's see if he is able to do that. He's taking his time. But he is off. Into the slide surfer. Taking his time here. Oh. an interesting strategy on the rope. Lagging his way through the downhill pipe drop, but lands it. Alright, and to thread the needle. He is through that into the fishbone kai. He is going not too fast or not too slow. Just right. He found a nice median. Alright. One more. Now the dismounting is through into the tire trouble. Lagging a lot, but is into the Great Wall. He makes it, and I don't know what happened there, but he's into the air surfer. And through that, anyway, he is dismounting into the flying chute and accidentally hits fly. But he is through anyway, into the double lumberjack climb. Alright, he's got 40 seconds left. He knows how to do this obstacle. It is pretty tricky. But with more time, he can do it. And it looks like for the second time in a row, he is going to clear! Galactic is moving on to the second stage, 2 times in a row. Good job, Galactic. This second stage has been practically untouched since last tournament. All that has been added is a couple nerfs on the Wingnut Alley and a time limit with the extension of 15 seconds. So now contestants will have 2 minutes and 15 seconds to hit the buzzer at the end of the water walls. Well, first up is Bowling Miner. It would have been Odd Cooper, but he's running a bit later because I found his footage after I thought it disappeared. But yeah, Bowling Miner is leading us off, and it is tradition to give him like Coconut Mall or something because of Mario. But anyway, he's into the salmon pathway. After clearing the human slingshot, this obstacle should not be underestimated. Probably one of the hardest obstacles on the stage. But he is through into the piston plunge. Alright, into the green rest bars and the Wingnut Alley now. The hardest. Oh! Nearly falls. Alright. He's going very well. Gets a bit of sprint coat, but still makes it. Now his arch nemesis, the scaffolding stumble, and Craft Warrior revived. In Tournament 2, he came up short on this obstacle, but it looks like he's going to beat it. Alright, now just a dismount to go. With 56 seconds on the clock, things are looking promising for Bowling Miner if he just doesn't waste his time on the ladders. Up in 1. Now the final wall. And it looks like Bowling Miner is going to the 3rd stage. That is not allowed. Good job, Bowling. Alright. Now Paul 2016 is up. Odd Cooper is wearing a Steve skin for stage 2 as well, but this is Paul. Here we go. He is off into the salmon pathway. He said he wasn't too worried about this obstacle if he didn't lag. But it looks like he's wearing night vision. But yeah, through the piston plunge it almost stops. Alright, into the green rest bars. Alright, the wingnut alley. Let's see if he can get through. Alright, he's taking his time. The 5-block one down. He goes and lands it. Now the flip, one of the easier jumps. And he is through. Now the corner jump. This jump should not be underestimated. But he lands it. Alright. Just one more 5-block one down to go. Taking his time and lags through, but is on the final wing nut into the scaffolding stumble. He is really laggy. Like, really laggy. Alright, he goes for the third one and overshoots! And Pool 2016 Stage 2 comes to an end on the scaffolding stumble. I thought he was gonna get all the way to the end. What a shocking fail that was. Oh, Paul. Well, third to take on the second stage is Aiken Oregano 2018. He has not been to the second stage many times before, so this is going to be interesting for him. A very interesting experience. Let's see how he goes. Alright, the human slingshot gets a bit of a effect delay, but still makes it through into the salmon pathway. He is going up the first ladder. Alright, now it just needs to go across. And then up the second one, and oh! Forgets to jump, and Aiken is out! On the salmon pathway. Aiken! No! Well, here we have Odd Cooper finally. Here he goes. He said he was worried about pretty much every obstacle. Happy if he got past the first one. But he's going up the first ladder. Now going across. Can he beat the jump Aiken failed? And yes, he can. He is into the piston plunge now. Alright, it doesn't get sprint cut surprisingly with the strategy he used there. Alright, the 5-block one down, through, now the flip. Alright, the corner jump, he said he was a bit worried about it, but he's through. Now the 5-block one down, he said he had a strategy. Let's see if it pays off, and no! Overshoots his momentum. And Cooper is out. Just like that. Well, Breakoth is next up. He said he had a bit of confidence at this stage. So we might see our second, third stage right here. Tricky Cyrus's run corrupted, but he failed the salmon pathway, I believe. So, yeah, that's why you haven't seen his. Anyway, he is off. Alright, taking a bit of time. But he is off nonetheless. He is going up the first rung thing. Now across. Really laggy. But looks like he's gonna make it through into the piston plunge. He is through the piston plunge into the wingnut alley. He is using the barriers to his advantage there. Alright. Alright, the Wingnut Alley. The obstacle he was most worried for. He makes the first 5-block one down. The flip, easy. The corner jump, easy. Alright, now this 5-block one down. Here he goes. And lands it into the scaffolding stumble now. 1:06 remaining. Come on, Breako. The jump pull failed. He lands it. One more jump to go. And the dismount, and yes, he is through into the water walls with 42 seconds remaining. In last tournament, he struggled with the brick climb, so this might be an issue with him. Yeah, he's struggling on the ladders, but he's up. Just one more wall to go. Finds the hole, and yes, he is through to the 3rd stage. We are actually gonna see a 3rd stage this tournament. While Jakari is up next. Let's hope he does well. And he is off. Alright, the 7 pathway. Let's see how he does here. Alright, going up quite nicely. Alright, going across with a lot of lag. But it looks like he's gonna make it. The piston plunge now. And makes that look really easy. Into the rest bars. Alright. He makes it. Alright, the 5-block one down. He goes and lands it. And he is through the corner jump. Yeah, now he is. Alright, the transition, now the 5-block one down. He goes, and he lands it into the scaffolding stumble. Less than a minute left. He is taking his time. But with the additional 15 seconds, he could go all the way. He is taking a lot of time. He is paused on the scaffolding. But makes the first jump. Without the 15-second extension, he would have timed out, I think. Yeah, he would have only had 15 seconds left. Into the water walls, yeah, he would have had 10 seconds. He would have pulled a Galactic without the 15-second extension. But it looks like Jakari is gonna go to the 3rd stage, not 2nd stage. It looks to be a hell of a 3rd stage so far, but we meet Galactic at the start of the piston plunge. And he is through into the Wingnut Alley. He has requested this theme to play in the background. But yeah, so it's pretty much just like a fast forward run in a way. Because it's pretty much just same old, but I'll show you the end. One more jump in the scaffolding, now the dismount. And he's through with a minute left, and it looks like he could get revenge on the water walls. He is a sniffer. He is struggling to get up that ladder. Oh no, but he is up. Alright. Can he get through that hole? Yes, he can! And Galactic doing a little emote. Galactic is gonna get revenge on the 2nd stage. And he is so very happy. Now the third stage has been never before seen, consisting of 10 brutal obstacles. Will anyone be able to go all the way to the final stage, which no one even knows exists at this point? But yeah, we have 4 really talented Minecraft jumpers. Will they be able to go all the way? Let's find out right now, shall we? First up to tackle the third stage is Bowling Miner. He has only been to the third stage like once before, I believe, in an unseen tournament where he failed the first obstacle. But he is into the Cannonball Incline. This is the difficult jump he's lining up. Here we go. He goes for it and makes it. Alright, now the flying bar. He is through into the energy coils. This obstacle looks to be easy, but should definitely not be underestimated. But he's making it look really easy. Alright, just a dismount. And yes, into the cliffhanger. He has never attempted a Craft Warrior cliffhanger before, but he's gonna rush the long jump and makes it. The Neo, nice. Alright, the 3-block 1-up flip. Yes, alright, another 3-block 1-up. Through, and now the 4-block flip. And yes! Alright, now 5-block 1 down. He goes, and a 3-block 1-up, and then there. And links the final bit. Jeepers. Alright, into the hang climb or the levitation maze, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like he's going to make it through. And yes, he is into the double wedge. He's seen this in the 10th tournament. It was the 4th obstacle on the qualifying course. But he's taking his time. Oh, you can, because it's a stage 3. But it looks like he's gonna make it through into the curtain cling. He is really worried about this obstacle. He jumps and doesn't sprint, and Bowling Miner is out on the curtain cling. Oh no. Well, next up is Braco. The purple matches his skin. Hopefully that's like a sign of good luck or something. He has never been to a third stage before. He has never competed in any other competition. Here we go. He is making his way to the start of the third stage. He has never even seen a third stage before this tournament. Alright. And he's off. Cannonball Incline. The difficult jump doesn't get sprint cut and uses that interesting strategy. Now the flying bar. He is through into the energy coils now. Taking his time. He is struggling a lot with these jumps, I've noticed. This could cost him. Alright, now he needs to line up this big jump. He uses the correct strategy and makes it. Now the Neo. He doesn't like Neos. 3-block 1-up. He lands it. And the 4 block he makes first try. And he's through. Now the dismount. And he lands it. Alright, the levitation maze now. He's taking his sweet time. But he's off and using the effect delay to his advantage. Lagging through it. Alright, the double wedge now. He said he was slightly worried about this obstacle. But he lands onto the first bar. The second and the third. Now he's stopped for this big jump, but he still makes it. He's stopped here as well and makes the dismount into the curtain cling. This is where Bowling Miner failed and he doesn't really like Neos. Here we go. He is currently in first place. He is speeding through these Neos. Maybe I've been lied to, and makes the one up. Now the chain reaction. This is a really difficult task. Alright. Taking his time into the third stage. Third chain, not third stage. Fourth. And the fifth. Now the dismount. He is through into the cane lane. These jumps look easy, but they should most definitely not be underestimated. He's doing very well. Alright, the jump to the last cane. And into the pipe slider. The final obstacle. Can he go all the way? He has to slide down 2 tracks and then make a very difficult dismount. Enter the rest bars. Alright, the second track. Here we go. One more water. And the music stops. Here he goes. Can he make it? And yes! Breakoath is going to the final stage! And yes, I've kept the text perfect because it's Breakoath in this level. But yes, with a insane performance considering he failed the entire treble last tournament, he uses his skills to navigate his way through this grueling third stage. Oh, good job, Reiko. We are going to see a final stage of this tournament, and you're gonna be in it. What an amazing run. Well, next up is Jakari. He has been here before. In Tournament 4 he got here, in Tournament 5 he got here, in Tournament 6 he got here. But he has yet to get to the third stage since. So, how will he do? Sorry, in Tournament 7 he has got there. And just in Tournament 8 he fell short on the first stage. Let's hope that rust wears off. Anyway, he's doing a little bit of crouching in that type of shenanigans. And time checking, there is 14 minutes left of the episode. It's an hour long. But here we go. The difficult jump. Oh. struggles to make it, but yes, he makes it anyway. He makes the Neo, the 3-block 1-up, he also does. And the second 3-block 1-up. The 4-block transition, and yes, the 5-block 1 down. He pauses. Yes, make 3-block 1-up with no momentum. Yes, another 3-block 1-up. And yes, now the dismount. And he lands it. The levitation maze. He doesn't get any effect delay. But he's going quite quickly through it. The double wedge now. He's pausing for a bit. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he changes into his like pajamas or something. But yeah, taking his sweet time. It is a 3rd stage, you can do that. And he is through into the curtain cling. Bowling Miner failed this obstacle. Will he be the second? Come on, Jakari. Oh my god, I keep saying it. But anyway, Jakari, you got this. Third stage. Alright, he's taking his time with this jump. He doesn't look very confident. He lands it. Alright, the hardest jump now. And lands it. I don't know what happened to the recording, but he did land it. Alright, now the chain reaction in Tournament 4. This is where he came short, as well as in the Challenge 6. So, will he be able to go all the way? He's lining his jumps up, but he's looking quite confident. I shouldn't really say that because I don't want to jinx him. He's taking his time, but he lands that jump. This is a very difficult jump here. And we're going back to the curtain cling, guys. There we go. He did make it. I just had to include that. I just found it afterward, but he's through into the cane lane. Here we go. These jumps are quite tricky. He lands the first one. Come on. And the second. Come on. Third. Fourth. Now one more. The fifth, and just the dismount to go. And he is into the pipe slider. He does have a pipe slider in his previous competitions, so this will hopefully help him here, because he knows how to do these water jumps. Here we go. Alright. The second track. He stops and jumps into it and just barely lands it. Alright. just gotta go down this track and then the dismount. And he goes and lands it, and Jakari is going back to the final stage. In Tournament 5 he got there, and this tournament he's going back with a very good run. He used his experience in Craft Warrior to help him go all the way in this course. Congratulations, Shikari. Well, our final contestant is Hi, I'm Galactic, who has come out of his mushroom house and is beginning the third stage. Into the Cannonball Incline. He makes a difficult jump and now into the Flying Bar. Everyone is having no problem with the Flying Bar. And it is raining right now, so could be a hindrance. He's gotta go, and gotta go fast. Ha ha ha. Alright, now this jump, now the jump to the one on the side, and now the dismount into the cliffhanger. Alright, pauses for the big jump, and goes and lands it. Now the Neo lands it. Alright, he makes the 3-block 1-up flip. Now the regular 3-block 1-up, now the 4-block flip. He goes and lands it. Alright, the 5-block 1 down. He does. Alright. He makes it up. And beautifully lands it. Now the levitation maze. Only got a little bit of effect delay, so it's not enough to skip. Only 2 to go. 1 and through. Alright, into the double wedge now. Alright, making it look real easy. And I don't know what happened to that other footage, but he goes through into the chain reaction. The footage has been going kind of weird lately, but it's the last tournament, so I don't have to worry about it again. But the rain has cleared up. He breaks one of the barrier blocks he places, and this obstacle has got a little slight nerf because it is really difficult for mobile players. It's still difficult though, and he is into the cane lane now. Alright, gonna look real easy. There we go. He's through. One more cane. He lands on it. Now the dismount. He is now into the pipe slider. Anyway, he makes the jump. And the footage is just doing its thing. But he breaks the water thing. Alright, and the iron bar. This is going to be a little more tricky now. Alright, he's gonna go, the water's gonna push him, but he goes. Alright, the music stops, and he goes for the dismount. Can he do it? Yes, he can, and Galactic is gonna be the third person to move to the third stage. Sorry, the final stage. Third person past the third stage. My English is just really great today. The stage has evolved over 10 different tournaments, but out of our 3 remaining competitors, who will be able to conquer the final stage? Well, it is the final stage time. And Greycoat is off. And he is speeding up the lumberjack climb. The clouds is sounding. He could go all the way. He could go all the way. And no! Slips off. And Greycoat is out. No, Greycoat. But the show must go on, and Jakari is up next. Let's see if he'll be the first to conquer it. And he's off. He's going up the super lumberjack climb. He only has 15 seconds. He hits his head. He's going into the chain climb. 2, 1, 0. And with half a second left, Jakari achieves total victory. Congratulations! He ended the tournament off with a bang. I am not referencing any AJ alpha. Congratulations! I don't think he has any idea that he just did it. But congratulations. Well, our final competitor is Hi, I'm Galactic. Let's see if he can be the second person to achieve total victory. He's lining it up. His timer starts when he jumps off the first ladder. He's off. He is an iPad player, so the klaxon is sounding. He's going at a very good pace. He's struggling a little bit on the rope. But he clears! And is the second person to achieve content Seha. I don't even think he knows. And he leaves the game, but nonetheless, he still achieves total victory. A dual content. Well, thank you for watching this tournament and the previous 9. Craft Warrior has been an insane journey, and it's kind of sad to see it go. But I'm Jackistrash, saying good night and big balls. Oh wait, wrong show. Goodbye!